Hello, Phoenix Rising here. Welcome to 2020. I've been wanting to do a video for the past several days and I just have not had an opportunity because I've been busy with my mom. As you know, my father passed away in the last month. Actually, it's a month today that my dad passed away. And so I've been helping my mom and we are moving her, and it's going to be a lot of work for this month, but then once we get her moved into a new place, it'll be super, and she will be taken care of the way we need her to be taken care of. And so over the past couple of weeks, I've really been thinking about where my life is going in the next year, and I honestly have no idea. I feel like right now I am just going with the flow, and sometimes you have to do that. And for a long time for me, that was really, really scary because I always had a plan. I was always in control. I had all my ducks in a row. I knew I wanted to do this or that. And I'm finding that being in the flow can be sometimes very scary, but it can also be very, very comforting because I truly know and trust is my word for the year, that the universe has my back. The universe is guiding me, uplifting me, inspiring me. And so I know that as I move through each day, which sometimes my days are absolutely discombobulated and I'm like, what am I doing this? I should be doing that. But then I say, oh, well, the universe has a plan and I'm going with my intuition and it's becoming a part of me. It's just being who I am and going where I'm supposed to go in the moment. And that's a beautiful thing. And this quote I want to read to you from my favorite book. If you have not gotten this book, and over the years I have talked about this book is Simple Abundance, and it's a daily meditation book, and I've been reading it for a while, and I read it every day, and I love the meditations. This woman is profound. And what she says, this is a quote from somebody else, but it says, often people attempt to live their lives backwards. They try to have more things or more money in order to do more of what they want so they will be happier. The way it actually works is the reverse. You must first be who you really are, then do what you need to do in order to have what you want, by Margaret Young. And I really think that quotation is very powerful because I always did it the other way. I was like, I better do because I want to have, or I have this, I better do this now. But where does that piece of being come in for a lot of us? And over the years, I have meditated a lot about who am I being in this moment, right? Because really, that's the essence of why I'm here, because I'm being kindness, mercy, compassion, wisdom, understanding, love, and light. And then whatever I do, that comes out in me. And that is such a hard concept, I think, for us to understand, because when we're being all those amazing, wonderful mercy, wisdom, compassion, understanding, love, kindness, joyfulness, we're actually really doing something very important. But where I was in my life for a long time, I always thought that I had to do something to be successful, or I needed to accomplish that task, or I needed to make sure my resume looked really good and that I had done all these things. And I have done all those things. In the last decade, I went back last week or the week before with one of my priestess sisters, and we went over our list of what we'd accomplished in the last decade. And we couldn't even articulate almost, because we have gone so deep in our lives to look at our shadow and to bring our brilliant light to the highest we can so far. We've done really, really hard work. And it's so amazing to see what we have walked through, even though maybe it's not like on a resume we couldn't put A, B, C, D. But if you would come to know us the way we know each other in our priestess class, you would know that we have walked through our own personal hell in the last 10 years. And I've walked through my own personal hell. And I was even thinking last week or the week before about Christmas, because every year around Christmas, Christmas Eve, I pretty much don't want to be on this planet. And I go through this death of my ego on Christmas Eve. And the next morning on Christmas Day, I wake up and I feel different. I don't feel all bubbly and excited and joyful, but there's something about the birth of the Christ in me that occurs. And I'm noticing this as a pattern. And then, of course, on the new year, I start to really come alive and I start to really let go and shed more of my ego. And I believe this is what I've been doing. And the deeper I go in my own journey of healing and becoming more light and becoming more of that light body, I notice the patterns, and I notice how I transform as the year goes on and my ego maybe becomes more prominent or prevalent, or I can see it more and I know it's there. And then by Christmas Day, it's kind of falling away again. So it's almost like another layer is peeled back of myself, and I'm more of the authentic Melissa that I came here to be. So this year, what is it? Or who do you want to be? And how do you want that to emanate from you as you live your life? Whether it be in your job, in your relationships, in your family. Who do you want to be? You know, one of the things I've really embodied over the years is patience. I have prayed for patience because I have 3 kids, I'm a single mom, and I have a lot on my plate. And, you know, right now my house is like in shambles because even though my mom's moving, I feel sort of like I'm moving through something, or I'm changing what I like. My taste is changing. I want more light, literally like colors in my house. So my house literally is like a tornado hit it. And my kids are even like, Mom, what'd you do with our couch? And I'm like, I put it in the garage. And so I'm trying to lighten my load. I'm trying to simplify my life. And I know that happens too, as the more I shed inside, the more I shed on the outside and get rid of stuff, and know that clutter drives me crazy. And I just want simplification and organization. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it, and that's a process for me. And so one of the things, like I said, is that I want to make sure that I trust myself this year and I follow the guidance every day that I'm hearing. And sometimes that means things don't look the way I thought they would. I mean, I had an incident yesterday with somebody who reached out to me for help, and I was surprised, and I was pleasantly surprised. But there have been people reaching out to me, and I know that more and more people will be asking me about my spiritual journey, and I'm open and welcome to share where I've been to where I am now, and how can I help you, and how can I serve. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like in my work. I just know that I'm ever changing, and we're working with a new goddess now, and it's really exciting and it's really wonderful, and I'm super excited because this goddess is a warrior, and I have a big list. I made my dream board and I put it here. She's on my dream board, but I know that I have a lot of goals or things that I want to accomplish this year to grow more, especially with my fire, because I know the fire is calling me. So look for these videos to come, of course, and I'm super excited to be where I am, because I know where I was is just, it was a lot of healing and a lot of changing and a lot of crying and a lot of begging and pleading, and when is this going to change and shift? And I know 2020 is going to be an amazing year of growth for me, and I'm looking forward actually to what the universe is going to bring me, because I think there's a lot of wonderful things coming down the pike for me. So I hope you're doing great, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Reach out to me on Facebook, or you can reach out to me at Phoenix Rising, my website, melissakrange.com. So have a super duper day, and I will look forward to talking to you again soon. Phoenix Rising signing out.